It's one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the runner-up in last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Tigers will kick it away to get this game going. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Swarm with a pass rush.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Testing the right side here. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Here's the 2nd down play. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Not exactly how this offense wanted this game to get started, especially playing at home. Big sack, loss of yardage, and now what kind of decision do you make here on your side of the 50 on 4th down?
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Something together in this drive. That pass is caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Second down after that previous play. The shotgun handoff here. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Deflected. The defense forcing the incompletion, brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Clemson offense is back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
You just got to give the offense some credit here. Yeah, it's going to be fourth down, but at least they've given themselves a chance here with such positive yards on that third down play. Now they've got to make a decision.
The Tigers will look to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Goal line formation for the defense. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
stays on the field, of course, it's 4th down and inches. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? They start the drive with a good throw to the right. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Man, I love to see linebackers in today's game. They're physical enough to be able to be in the box and defend the run because that's their main primary job. But here you can see the athletic ability to be in man coverage and be able to make a play and knock the ball away.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
And the ball is away from inside the 10. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Ball handed off. Breaks free. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And now the running back's got it again. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented in shows of the physicality.
Down he goes. It's a sack.
On 1st and goal, Chris, they run the football and lose yards. Then here on 2nd down, they try to throw it in, come up with a sack. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down? Because they've been going in reverse on these last couple plays.
So here we go, 3rd and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They grab the early lead. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That'll pick up a 1st down out of the 37.
Well, the defense better start adjusting, realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Allen. Second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it, but to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Has the 1st down and more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another 1st down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Shaw.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Running back grabs it on the screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down in the red area? Beautiful play.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second and goal for the offense. Direct snap to the back. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Irish. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Looking to throw it on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Oh my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
He's hit just before the throw.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the grab, but he's stopped there with the defense for no gain.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
And it's likely they'll take one last shot here before halftime. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback.
End zone ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He fires it down the middle. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Irish.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wide out. He makes the grab. And that game moves the ball across midfield. 1st down coming up from the 46. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught quickly. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. 1st down in the red zone.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they
trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And sack sets up 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That's a highlight play for that quarterback. Stands in the pocket, delivers a strike even though he knows he's going to get pounded.
Yeah, for young quarterbacks, when coaches talk about pocket presence, this is exactly what they're talking about. He stood in there and made that throw, not worrying at all about taking the hit.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a run to the left. He's got the first and still going. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, I get the passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And he drops back in the gun. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. That completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And another sack here to add to their sizable tally on the day. Look, the game is over. It's time to run the football. At the very least, try some misdirection at the line. This offensive line has been getting whipped all day long.
They got him again. He couldn't escape.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I didn't expect this. This quarterback is outstanding, but they have pressured him all game long, and they got to him again.
No fair catch. He's going to return this punt. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with a first down. Grinding away on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake on first down. The pass rush closing in. Nice throw caught for a completion. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Snags a quick throw. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to the left. What a catch! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. A pre-snap motion from the offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
2nd and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
At the 15-yard line. First down for the offense.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's caught. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, Clemson.
And the Tigers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, this one, I mean, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave him a chance.